To advance their work as a service provider, Accenture needed to load client and user data and synchronize that data between test and production instances. Listen to Jonathan Livingston discuss how Perspectium helped Accenture to meet that need.
We have an external provisioning tool that we use, that our clients use to capture data, and then we have automation in place that then turns around and creates that data in ServiceNow. We allow our clients into our test environment and allow them an opportunity to view what was provisioned based off what they loaded into the tool. And then once they say they're ready to go, we then provision that via automation. We use Perspective to share that data between test and production. There are a number of advantages of doing this. If you're familiar with ServiceNow, you know that the sysid of a record is a key bit of information. Having that available and being consistent between two instances is very crucial. And that's what this does for us. When we create a user in the test environment, we then replicate that user to production, and it maintains the sysid between test and prod. Another issue that we've solved is the B series there. We have a number of Accenture Fleet users that we have, 300-something thousand employees, and they're coming online to work for engagements, and we don't know who needs to be provisioned and when. We just know that we need all Accenture people to be there, and we need to be able to manage their relationships to these engagements as well, because Accenture is a fast-paced business. A client can come on board and need to be online in a week, and we need to have the team ready to go. They're getting the team ready in real time. They're bringing in new hires to work on these projects. So the user base for Accenture is a constant thing, and we have most people do LDAP, but we're too large for LDAP, and Accenture has a established business process for how you get at users, and that's via a SQL replication feed. So we have a database server that we receive the user creates and updates, and we do that directly in production. But we use ServiceNow to take those users as they're created and updated and push that data dynamically down into test. So if a new hire comes in that day, we're creating their user record in production. We're pushing that down into test. That type of work, I don't have access to my company. I don't have access to the things I need access to in our tool set. In other tools was a difficult thing to manage, and something we had an entire team of people pretty much constantly working on managing access to engagement data. And this is just taking that away for us. We don't have to deal with this nearly as much there. As always, there's a few exceptions, but on the whole, the team just doesn't focus on this at all. It just works, and Perspectium is there in the background, just keeping all this working for us.